exactly, is offensive to intelligent, sensitive chickens.
Please continue. Oh, God.
We'll give you a moment
Maybe they have a point.
We'll give you a moment to compose yourself. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Presumably, this is named after when 70-year-old gentlemen used to hit each other with their tallywhackers back in the 1800s.
Sounds like a game I want to play.
Wait, back in the 1800s, the last time I went to your house, I think you guys were playing that game.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah,
Sounds
Ben-
like the Cheese Manor on the Friday night.
Yeah, Ben passed out and got a little mushroom
That's what the indentured servants are for.
Oh, Chelmsford. I miss
They're
Chelmsford.
not slaves, they're indentured servants. Don't make a mistake on that. It's terrible.
Does Chelmsford have any skills that we could maybe get him on the radio to do something interesting? Or
Chelmsford is skilled at almost any art one could imagine.
Really?
Well, I mean, any gentleman's valet would have to be, surely.
Wow, we're going to have to get him on here and see what kind of interesting things he can accomplish.
I would honestly say what you should do is just challenge Chelmsford, and I would be amazed if you could take him down in anything.
All right. Look, we'll develop a segment. Let's challenge Chelmsford.
I tell you, he makes impeccable
he
drinks.
is apparently keen to point out to me that the tallywhackering fight may be out, but apart from that, he's game for anything else.
Well, we heard he's well hung. Or was
Well, I believe he doesn't want to embarrass you, and that's why.
that was the guy in his employ, well hung. I don't know. I'm confused. I mean, it's a blurred world of indentured servitude.
He has an advantage because his helmet is sheathed, and you barbarians like to chop yours off.
This is the Crane on Mission show, and we are talking to Lord Stacy Cheese from Worcester. Stacy, again, Miggy has a propensity for getting wildly off topic.
That's okay.
And we were talking about the oldest pub in England, known as Ye Old Fighting Cocks. PETA very offended by this, as they claim that this is an affront to the emotional stability of chickens everywhere. What say you, Lord Cheese?
I say cock off Peter.
Ooh, sweet D.
I think that's crazy.
Well,
but then again, it is PETA.
PETA also wanted to change the name of fish to sea kittens, and Ye Old Fighting Cock.
Sweet D.
As Jimmy Poodle from the lovely Northern Ireland would say, I think that's a load of crap. PETA is an idiot organization, and they're just getting worse as the days go by.
I mean, one could only assume it actually is named after some traditional cockfighting stuff from years ago, and that's why it's named that way. So,
well,
what's going to happen? In 40 years, we can't have bars named after boxing either.
While we've got you on here, when we're talking about PETA, this is the last story before this segment. Grant was just talking to Lord Stacy Cheese here. He is live from the cheese.
You guys have a building that was as old as the 1800s. You had one in like 18... Oh, no, we burnt it down. That's right, sorry.
Why not?
No. In St. Augustine, we do have buildings from the 1800s.
We have buildings from the 1600s.
Spanish?
They are Spanish, actually as early as the 1700s. Yes.
Ooh, snap.
That's right. They are Spanish, though.
We're not all that barbaric.
I believe that several times they were raided by the English, but one last story here. While PETA's in the news, PETA is also now debating whether sheep can be offended by bad language. They actually...
you mean bad language, surely?
We do. we do
Perfect.
Indeed. This bizarre topic arose when the RSPCA in New South Wales, Australia, which I know you're quite a fan of the Australians, they were approached about the alleged mistreatment of sheep, including verbal abuse at a nearby farm. This complaint was launched by PETA after one of their volunteers worked undercover at the Burrungi Station Ranch and apparently had obtained footage from the alleged abuse incidences. They claim that sheep are intelligent enough to understand the English language and are intelligent enough to understand when they are being assaulted with profanity.
If anyone from PETA is listening, you are in the wrong place. Burundi, or whatever this is that they are, is not the place to be looking for that abuse. It does exist. It certainly does. but North Wales is really where they should be focusing. Because I do think that rape is more of a crime than just shouting something at a sheep.
It just goes to show just how desperate PETA is to stay relevant. You know, the fact that they are sending people in undercover to investigate the bad language. You know, the other thing...
Did they go in as a sheep?
No, they named Mafanwe, most likely.
I just got a great visual on that one, but...
in sheep's clothing.
As I love to say, the great Connor...
Well, hold on, though. Did you say PETA in sheep's clothing?
I did.
I actually prefer a sheep in a PETA. Really. I mean...
How can we top that?
Now, I would argue that if you're PETA and this is your cause, then all that does demonstrate is the sheer ignorance of this endeavor.
Stop trying to pull the wool over my eyes.
Exactly. Clearly, you, EWE, are quite ignorant.
The black sheep of all organizations.
Or organizations, as the Canadians would say.
Seriously, PETA, get the flock out of here.
Hey, they're just trying to be the shepherds.
Oh, my God. As the great Connor Ford from Wales would say, his lovely sheep Mafanwe is always at his side. Wow, listen to him on Spreaker.com. Connor Ford, Ford's Focus.
His name is Lord Stacy Cheese. This is the Crane Mission Show. Stacy, thank you so much for calling in. We've got to go to a quick commercial break. One last segment to go. Stacy, when this show's over,
have a good night.
When this show's over, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm having a drink. I assume you will be too.
Are you inviting us?
There's cigars in the humidor.
There better be a freaking hockey game on the TV.
Is there room at the Cheese Manor?
There is a hockey game on the TV.
Will Chelmsford be pouring us drinks?
Of course.
Okay. We'll see you soon.
There better be bacon.
I'm certainly not doing it myself.
There better be some fucking bacon.
He can crisp you up some of that. Oh, you mean American bacon?
Ta-ta, you cunt.
All right, Stace. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, later, guys.
See you, bud.
Bye.
This is the Crane Mission Show. We've got one last segment to go. When we get back, you don't want to miss it. It is a very sexy segment to end the show. Stay with us.
You've seen people who have straightened up from the TV show Intervention. This is a story of those who have been left behind.
Man, we can't even find anything, man. Your boy won't even talk to us without you around.
It's time to bring the recovering addict back to where he belongs.
Remember the last time we went out, we had them two hoes?
If Freddy was with that crazy tranny.
I love you, man, but I need someone I can take advantage of.
Join us tonight for the premiere episode of Reintervention. Real life, real drama, real junkies.
I heard you was trying to go back to school, man. School ain't no good. All they trying to do is control you, fool.
Are we willing to lose lives left behind who don't want to be saved? Join us for the first season of Reintervention. Have you been minding your own business, only to have your day or evening ruined by a dirty animal? Well, at Bitch Be Gone Animal Control, we're here to ensure these pests won't bother you no more. We use top-of-the-line traps and hunting techniques to capture our prey so that you can get on with your day. Here's our boys in action.
Look at that. This one's been way overfed, Jimmy. Why don't you lay down that banana pudding trap? That's it. That's it now. A little closer. A little closer now. Oh, she bit me on the nipple. Get it. Got you, bitch.
Hey, what are you doing? Where are you taking me?
Sorry, ma'am. We got called about you pestering these gentlemen. We're just doing our job.
At Bitch Be Gone Animal Control, we guarantee to capture every sort of creature that may be invading your personal space. Give us a call at 555-GET-UGLY, and we'll come and rescue you from those pesky varmints. Here's our boys again on another successful rescue mission.
Okay, Billy. Before we go in, we want to be real careful now. This one seems to be quick and feisty. All right, now. It's slowly sway. And then pounce. Easy. Easy. Boom goes dynamite!
Oh my God! What the are you doing? Get your damn on top of me!
So, ma'am, these young men called us for our services. We're just doing our job.
You see there? At Bitch Be Gone, we're helping the single man fight the good fight against the unwanted. So the next time you fall victim to the advances of a mangy mess of a woman, you know who to call. And remember, at Bitch Be Gone Animal Control, don't be mad. We're just doing our job.
You're listening to the Cranial Emission Show with Ben Charles, Miguel Hito, and Caleb Crispy. These boys, they're okay.
Ben, I played that one, sorry.
Well, you
Are we
did.
on the
You
air?
already played that one. We're on the air now. Yeah. Welcome back to the Cranial Mission Show, the final segment of the show. We broadcast every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. We rotate on our schedule, but tonight we are here at ESB Brewing after 5 or 6 weeks of being away. We can't remember because we drink too much, but 5 or 6 weeks, and we are back at ESB here in Tampa, Florida, 333 North Falkenberg Road, Sweet D.
Sweet D!
Sweet D.
Sweet D!
407. A lot of Sweet D to go around. 4 different beers to choose from behind the bar. Go and see the naughty Nicole. I'll pour you a pint of one of ESB's finest. What were you saying, Mickey?
We do have the amazing homebrew Rob, who's about to start his own business. We will find about that soon. I want you to come on the air and talk about what you got in the works. Can you do that next week? Yes, I can. He will totally do that.
Got the HBR. The HBR hanging out here, Homebrew Rob. And you know what, Homebrew Rob, if you're going to be on the show, you've got to bring some of your samples.
Yeah, you got some samples at home?
Wait a minute, you're trying to get me to bring free beer?
Of course.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that.
Isn't that clearly quite evident?
I suppose so.
Rob
And what is wrong with that?
Rob is going to be opening his own shop soon. Is it going to be like a brew pub style shop?
No, it's going to be an actual craft beer bar.
Here, put the mic in. You know what? Let's get him on here just for a moment. Bring yourself in here.
Sure, it's going to be a craft beer bar and mostly focus on local craft beer.
There we go.
Florida craft beer. And it's also going to blend that with arcade and pinball machines.
Oh, you are a big fan of video games. He did have the video game in here with 60-something different games.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, you were the one that brought in the
Yeah.
combo video game. You know what's funny about that game, Rob, is that I don't know what it was with the electronics of that game, but it actually created electronic feedback with the radio show when we would broadcast. When people would play that game while we were broadcasting,
It wasn't electronic. It was just the noise. It was really loud.
you could actually it actually would bleed in. For whatever reason, our electronics were picking it up.
Did you say bleat?
It said bleed in.
That's a bleat right there. Rob, thank you very much for jumping on the mic with us, dude. We're only going to cut you short because we got a bunch of stories we need to go, but we'd like you to come on very soon and let's talk more about what you got going on in the future because I'm very excited about your endeavor, my friend.
Hey, I'd be happy to. And I tell you what, with the game kind of cutting in, that's unfortunate. You know, it's probably just wanted to crave attention a little bit because arcade machines need that.
You had
They need some
Gunslinger
love
on
and
it.
everything.
They need some love.
Very sexy.
They do.
Galaga, all those good ones.
Especially
all
the
the
older
classic
games. They
things.
need some love once again.
I look forward to it, man. Thanks for just a couple of seconds here.
That is the HBR, the Homebrew Rob. We'll be talking to him soon. But, guys, this is a very sexy segment that we're going to get into. Rob is the front man of some home brewing here in Florida. But this segues into the front man of a band known as the Killers.
Oh, gosh.
Who has a rather odd
I got it
hobby.
loaded. I got it loaded
This
up.
is an odd obsession of his.
Every human has their rituals and superstitions, their little quirks, ticks, tricks, some kind of magical voodoo in our lives. If it only crosses the same street in the same spot, I'll always have a good day
Did
for
he
work.
say same street?
Whatever, dude.
As long as you don't cross the streams, because that would be gay.
Brandon Flowers, the loveliest name in musical action. Watch your feet there on my mic. You're getting me all up in my mouth. He is the front man. Brandon.
You just got Miggy all up in his own mouth.
Brandon Flowers, the head guy of the Killers, who sings that song.
Sure.
I don't care. He keeps his own hair in bags, all of it. All of his own hair, and he keeps it. It's very strange.
Yeah, he shaves over a dry sink, and he scoops it up and saves it in bags.
I started keeping
Now,
shavings in
what
bags.
does he do with the hair? He saves it.
He just
puts it in Ziploc bags, but what does he do with it?
He's been doing it for about 7 years.